Pokemon market feels absolutely crazy right now. Everyone is talking about new sets, super overpriced releases, and how everything has become too expensive, and I completely understand that point, but honestly, I think we have completely lost perspective. While they are stuck debating about the last hype or the last set release, Destin Rivals, White Flare, Black Bolt being super expensive, I've been stacking real winners and I've been buying everything I can. So this is why in this video I will show you 10 Pokemon card products that I think have massive upside and are the best real long-term plays. I'm personally buying every one of these when I see a good deal, and if you're serious about collecting or investing, I think you should check them out too. The first item I want to talk about is of course the Crown Zenith ETB. This is an example of what happens when a great specialty set, meaning that a set that has no booster boxes, can do when you buy the right product, right? So this was a super insane set, everyone knew that, but honestly the Pokemon company just printed this product to the ground. Crown Zenith was super high printed, and you can see here that just about a year ago it was $40 to $50 per boost per ETB, and now it's pushing $175, $180, which is absolutely insane. This product is not here to tell you that you need to buy a lot of Crown Zenith ETBs right now. I think a big part of the upside has already been done, but this is just to show you that buying a good product from a good set can be really, really powerful. No matter you are an investor or a sealed collector, or you just want to open packs, like it was a great opportunity to purchase like a year ago. I remember these ETBs were $40 for a long time in 2023, and I think we can learn from this product, and the following ones that I will show will be very related to these huge increases in great sets. By the way guys, the Neo Discovery Umbreon pack winner has been selected. You can check it out here or in the channel community page. The pack has already been sent, so make sure to subscribe because we're doing amazing giveaways in the future too for all these current and new subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. First of all, let's talk about 151. This one is very important because booster bundles are currently going for about $75, about 65 euros in Europe. I personally think this is a great opportunity. I think this is one of the best sets of the Scarlet and Violet era, if not the best. So having the chance to still purchase some sealed product that are not loose packs, we know what happens when you buy single packs, like they can easily be manipulated by others and stuff, so I wouldn't recommend it. So the fact that you can have a sealed product but that is not that expensive because it doesn't have like that much packs inside, I think it's a great opportunity for those collectors, investors, whatever, to purchase this set without having to spend like, I don't know, $300 or $400 in the best products, in the ultra premium collection, the ETVs, you know what I'm talking about probably. So why do I think this is a great opportunity? It's pretty simple actually, and it's that this set was released on September 2023, and as some of you might know, the Pokemon company does something that makes the cards playable for 2 years, and we're just pushing this 2-year mark in about 2 or 3 months. So I think that 151 is done for. I don't think they will print much more of this product. Even if they did, I would take the opportunity to buy everything I could. From the distributors that we have in Europe, I don't know if it's the same in the US, I know that there's been a last restock about 2 months ago, and I think that was like the signal of this product being like, it's done for. I don't think they will print more of this product. Maybe they do, and that would honestly not be something bad. Even if you purchase at this price and the product goes down a bit because they print more of it, I would just take the opportunity and grab more of this product. We all know that 151 will perform well in the future, so I would be pretty confident buying this. The ETB has been printed so much less than the booster bundles, and that's the reason why it's almost $300 right now. You can see the increase here, similar to Crown Zenith. Really good item. The promo card is pretty cool too, the Snorlax with the PG on the belly. But I personally think that it is better to grab 4 booster bundles instead of 1 ETB. Like if the price was exactly double or something similar, I would think there would be an argument there. But you have to think that these ETBs have 9 packs, 10 packs in case of the Pokemon Center, I think. So I don't think the price is that justified. I think people in the future will just want the packs inside. I understand the promo card is cool, but I don't think it's enough to justify having like 10 or 15 packs left in case you purchase one of these instead of 4 or how many booster bundles you can afford, right? So I don't think this is a bad purchase because I respect 151 a lot, but I think that the price is kind of pushing it at this point, and I think if you have $300 available to purchase 151, I would personally buy just 3 or 4 bundles, and that would be the play for me. So talking about main sets, I want to talk about Surging Sparks booster box, right? This booster box is $240. Do I think this is cheap? No, not really. I think this is kind of expensive for a set that is that recent. But given the current market and the situation where everything is just pushing $250 per booster box, new releases are doing it too. I think if that's the new standard and I had to choose a booster box from the Scarlet and Violet era, I would definitely go for Surging Sparks. I think Surging Sparks and Destined Rivals, the Team Rocket set, are the best main sets of the Scarlet and Violet era. None of them is as hard as Evolving Skies in the last era or Team Up in the Sun and Moon era, but even that I would respect them a lot because they are kind of these A-tier sets where you have good chase cards, popular Pokemon or trainers like Pikachu or Giovanni in case of Destined Rivals. So I think this is still a really good play, and honestly I see Paldea Evolved boxes going for more than $300, and I think this is definitely a better play. I understand Paldea Evolved is kind of older and we won't have any more. These can get reprinted, sure, but as I said in 151, I think when we get reprints we should be happy, even if we have product that goes down in price for these investors or sealed collectors. I think reprints are good for everyone, honestly. Collectors can open packs, investors can buy more boxes, so I think everyone's happy. I wouldn't get really mad even if your product goes down in price. In the long run, it will go up again. 99.9% sure. By the way, guys, this video is sponsored by Collector. As you can see, I'm using their website right now. They have the best collecting application out there, honestly. You can track prices, you can track your collection, you can add everything to your portfolio and it will track the prices. I also have to show you something that they released not so long ago that is absolutely a game changer for me. You can see I'm in the app now, I'm using BlueStacks, but this feature actually is only available in the mobile app or a tablet app, but you can search any set you want, then you click on every product, and when you go to the set here you can see Prismatic Evolutions. So on the top right corner you can see here Set Analytics. This is a new feature. When you click it, you have functions that are absolutely insane. You can see the total set value, you can track it, you can see that Prismatic Evolutions cards have been dropping in price, and you can see the total set value in real time. You have a lot of functions here, guys. You have the volatility score, when you can see that if the set is going crazy or people are just in a common opinion and the set is kind of stable in terms of prices. You can see market movers here, the price distribution of the cards, like how many cards are less than $5, from 5 to 20. I don't know. I think this is absolutely insane. They did a great job. You can see the sales volume, even the most wishlist card by the people, of course, the Mombreon. But yeah, they have a great app. I really recommend it to any collector, investor, whatever. They have everything, not only Pokemon, all the TCGs you can imagine. They have everything up in there. So definitely check them out. The app is completely free. They have a pro version that is like $5 per month, which with a bunch of new features, but the app is completely free. Make sure to check them out in the description or the first comment. And now let's continue. I also want to talk about the Pokemon Center ETB from Surging Sparks. I don't have to explain that much here, guys, because it's kind of the same reasoning as the booster box, but I think Pokemon Center ETBs are becoming more and more exclusive. The drops last seconds. In Europe, they are super hard to get, so even if, either you are in Europe or the US, I think Pokemon Center ETBs are a great purchase. And I think having a good set selected for this is also really important. So if you have to buy a Pokemon Center ETB right now, I would definitely go for the Surging Sparks one. Just to give you a small comparison, the 151 Pokemon Center ETB is like $600 or $650. So I think 180, which is less than the booster box for a Pokemon Center ETB, is kind of good. As some of you might know, these Pokemon Center ETB come with a small Pokeball stamp on the card, and the promo cards are really expensive and are actually chase cards and really loved by collectors, so it really makes a difference. Of course, the regular ETB is about $80, so if you don't have the budget to buy these, it's completely fine. You can just go with a regular ETB. And of course, if you're opening packs, if you're going to open the ETB, I would recommend going for the regular one, because this is great for sealed collectors, but let's be honest, paying $180 for 10 packs of Surging Sparks is not that good of a deal. So if you're opening it, just buy the regular one. It's completely fine. Okay, and now we have to talk about Prismatic Evolutions, which I think is definitely the best opportunity there is in the Pokemon market right now. I think people are disrespecting this set a lot. I understand that the hype is going a bit down, that the Mombreons are not the same. Of course, we have to compare it with Evolving Skies because all the evolutions inside and stuff. I personally think Evolving Skies is a better set than Prismatic Evolutions, but I also think that Prismatic Evolutions is the best set in the Scarlet and Violet era, definitely in terms of value. You can like 151 more, but if we talk about terms of value and an opportunity thinking about how much the cards will be worth in the future, I would definitely go with Prismatic Evolutions, because evolutions are just what everyone's chasing right now, and I personally think that even Umbreon right now is more popular or more desired than Charizard, which is something insane to say, but I have this feeling right now. So which are the best products to buy from Prismatic Evolutions? For me personally, the Super Premium Collection is really, really good. Of course, you can see the price dropping here. I think the market has established about the $200 box here, no? That's pretty good. I think that price is okay. I understand it's 2 times the retail price or the MSRP, so I understand the people that are angry that they have to pay double of that to get this box. I completely understand. Don't take it wrong. I know it can be frustrating, but we have to understand the current market situation, and we're also talking that booster boxes are worth more than 2 times what they used to be worth back in 2023 when the Scarlet and Violet era started. So I think this is still a great buy. I can see these boxes going for $1,000 in the future, no problem, especially with the cool EV promo card they have inside and stuff, so definitely check this out. And here, if you don't have that much budget, which I would completely understand, I think that ETBs for $100 are kind of okay. We have to understand that MSRP for these are what? They're going to be about $50 to $60. I would say it's $60 for the Scarlet and Violet era. I know you're still paying a huge premium, maybe a 70 or 80% market up, but to be completely honest and to be completely fair, cards inside are super expensive too. I understand the pull rates are really bad, but if we compare it to Evolving Skies pull rates were atrocious, like they were really bad too. So I don't think that has stopped people anytime to purchase and open these packs. So I don't think that will be a problem for the sealed collectors. Of course, if you're purchasing this product to open packs, I understand it can be a bit frustrating. Of course, you're chasing a Umbreon, an Espeon, and all these SIRs that are absolutely beautiful. You have the Master Balls too. So it's a fun set. I wouldn't say it's a fun set to open. I would say it's a cool set to chase some really specific cards, but I understand it can be really frustrating if you don't get any hits, because you're paying more than $10 per pack and you can actually go down really, really fast in terms of money. If you have the budget to buy a Pokemon Center ETV, I think these are great opportunities too. Now, as I said before, these are super exclusive. This box is going for $230, but the fact that it's only $50 more than Surging Sparks at least tells me that this is a great market opportunity. At least for me, I've been buying a lot of these in Europe. They're really hard to get actually. Only Pokemon Center in Europe is in the UK and they're out of the European Union, so it's kind of hard to get them. Honestly, you have to pay a lot of taxes and stuff, but still I think this is a really exclusive product. I think a lot of these have been open too because people wanted the Eevee with the stamp, a Pokeball. Now a really good question would be if I would prefer a Pokemon Center ETB or an Ultra Premium Collection. Again, the Ultra Premium Collection has more packs inside, but at the same time this item here, the Pokemon Center ETB, is really more exclusive and it's really harder to get. So I don't know what would I prefer. I would definitely buy one of each if I had the budget, but if you had $200, I think both are great options to purchase. And if you don't have that much available, don't worry because we have a lot of cheaper options coming up soon, so don't worry about it. Of course, we have to talk about booster bundles. I've been buying a lot of these too, not because they are great deals in terms of price, which I think they actually are, but because the availability has been really better here in Europe at least. These items are not everywhere, but they are in some stores in stock, so they're kind of not easy to get. But if you do your searching, like, you can buy these products for, I would say, $55 to $65, euros in Europe. I think this is a great option if you have less of a budget. Again, it's frustrating to pay 2 times the MSRP for these items, and I think 151 was released in a way better time where you could actually find products for decent prices. This is not the case right now. I think this product was scalped to the moon, by the way. I don't think bundles should be $110 or whatever. Like, this is a really recent product, and they will print more of this for sure. There's a reprint of this. I don't know if it's a reprint or a restock, but there's a reprint of this coming out in October in Europe. I don't know about the US. I don't know if they follow the same schedules, but I can show you the information I have. I don't have any contact with any distributor in the US, but it's good that in Europe we have a reprint of this product. I think it will lower a bit the prices too for people who want to open this set or are trying to get the master set together and stuff. As I said before, reprints are good for everyone, so pretty happy about it. Now, if we compare, I would like to compare packs with Evolving Skies booster packs that are already going for about $30 loose. You can see here that in a year, this was a gold rush for Evolving Skies. And as I said before, if you buy a booster bundle that it's actually a sealed product and the product is so much harder to get manipulated and stuff. You can see if the wrap has been manipulated. With packs it can get a bit confusing, especially when you buy online and stuff. I always recommend to buy it in person, but I know it's not always possible. But if you think about it, like if we had a bundle of Evolving Skies, it would be about $180. Maybe it will have a premium for being a sealed product, so it would be like $200. So I think it's reasonable to think that Prismatic Evolutions booster bundles will be $200. Of course, in the future, I'm not talking about next month or next year. I'm talking about 4 to 5 years, but still a lot of upward potential for sure. And now for these last items, let's go back to the Sword and Shield era and let's talk about two of my favorite booster boxes from the Sword and Shield era, because I think they are actually undervalued. The first one is Silver Tempest, going for $367. Really expensive box. Last year, yeah, you could grab it for almost MSRP. Not even 1 year ago, maybe 6 or 8 months ago, for $160. It was a really good deal. I bought a lot of these boxes back then, and I would personally, if I find good deals, keep buying these, because I think this is actually an undervalued box. If you compare it to Paldea Evolved, which is almost the same price, and it's from the current era, like it's a really recent product actually. I understand it's more than 2 years, we probably won't get any more, but if you compare these two boxes and you have this budget to pay like $360 for one of these two, I would definitely go with Silver Tempest or with my last pick, which is Astral Radiance. They're similar prices, maybe 20 bucks more or some, but I'm pretty sure you can find good deals for these two boxes. But it's really impressive to me that these boxes, which are actually, they're not the high end of the Sword and Shield era, but they are definitely like these mid-tier sets from the Sword and Shield era that are actually becoming not vintage, but they're becoming really old, and we have a new era right now. So let's say Sword and Shield will be the new Sun and Moon, and I think Sword and Shield did a really better job than Sun and Moon. So grabbing these kind of cheaper boxes that are not the worst sets of Sword and Shield by any means, like this is way better than half of the sets of Sword and Shield. You know, Sword and Shield base is really bad, Darkness Ablaze, Vivid Voltage for me is really bad. So you have these boxes that have cool chase cards actually, like the Lugia from Silver Tempest. I think the Lugia from Silver Tempest will be a really desired card in the future too, and people will still keep chasing this card because the art is so unique. Lugia is so beloved as a Pokemon, and these are my last two picks. Tell me what you guys think on the comments. I read all of you. Make sure to help new collectors and investors in their journey, so every new product suggestion is more than welcome. Tell me what you think. Make sure to check the collector guys, they're doing a great job. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.